Morning students. Today we are going to start our format of company's balance sheet. It is to be prepared according to schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. I sent you yesterday. I hope you prepare it so well in your fair notebooks. Let's discuss it now. See, whenever the balance sheet is to be prepared, you are well aware the assets and liabilities are to be shown. But in case of company, it is not shown in horizontal form. It is shown vertically. Vertically means step by step. First of all the shareholder fund are to be shown like capital. Then all the liabilities are to be shown. It is to be closed. Then assets are to be shown. Today we will learn the major important part in case of company's account, that how the equity is to be deal. Equity means the shareholder. As I discussed in this chapter, we just do the transaction related to the issue of shares. So today we will discuss the part of the balance sheet only that is related to shareholders fund. See, first of all, the shareholder fund is to be taken in the equity and liability. It consists of 3 items. One is share capital, another is reserve and surplus, another is money received against share warrant. It is not to be evaluated. It is as per the 12th class syllabus. The point C is not to be evaluated. So you have to only learn it from theoretical point of view, and practically we have to work on these two points, that is share capital and reserve and surplus. Let's discuss. And for this you have to prepare the notes to account. Let's discuss the notes to account of capital. See, in my previous video I discussed with you that capital is divided in different parts. That is your authorized capital, that is your issued capital, subscribed capital, and called up and paid up capital. Now what to do? Whenever you have to prepare the balance sheet, keep one thing in your mind. First of all, whatever the authorized means the registered or the nominal capital of the company, whether in the form of equity share, whether in the form of preference share, it is to be shown in the books of accounts. First of all, keep one thing in your mind. Whenever you show the amount, it is to be closed with the double line, because it is not added in the balance sheet, it is shown in the balance sheet. The authorized capital, the issued capital, the subscribed capital. The authorized and issued capital is only meant to shown in the books of account. It is to be recorded only, but it is not added somewhere else. It is to be highlighted only that the company has that much amount of authorized capital or issued capital or subscribed capital. Let it be whatever the number of shares supposed to be, 1 lakh shares of 10 rupee each are to be issued, and you have to multiply the amount, mark it with double line and close it here. Then issued. Suppose out of that 1 lakh the company issued 50,000 share, say for an example, then 50,000 share of rupees 10 each is to be shown, and it is marked with the double line and closed it here. Then subscribed capital. Suppose public applied for the less number of share or more number of share. We will discuss the treatment later on. Suppose public subscribe the same number of share, 50,000, then 50,000 share of 10 each is to be shown, but that is to be shown in case of subscribed capital when it is fully paid up. Fully paid up means if all the shareholder paid the amount completely. If the shareholder has not paid the amount completely, then it becomes subscribed but not fully paid up capital. Keep these points in your mind always. Their subscribed capital is categorized in 2 types. One is subscribed and fully paid up capital if the whole amount is paid by the shareholder. But if the shareholder has not paid the full amount, the capital will become subscribed capital but not fully paid up capital. In that case, whatever the amount is called up and paid up by the shareholder is to be shown here. Whatever, let's suppose 50,000 share of 10 each, whatever the calls in area, it is deducted out of that. Whatever the forfeited shares, it is added back. Then whatever the net amount we will get, it is to be shown in the books of accounts. I am repeating this point, listen it very carefully. Subscribed capital is categorized in two types. One is subscribed and fully paid up capital. Second is subscribed but not fully paid up capital. If subscribed capital means whatever the public apply and paid the full amount, let it be 50,000 shares of 10 each and it is paid completely, then it is shown under the heading subscribed and fully paid up capital. But if the public has not paid, means the shareholder who applied for the share has not paid the complete amount, then it is known as subscribed but not fully paid up capital. In that case, you also have to consider 50,000 shares of 10 each, whatever the called up amount, let it be 6, 7, that's given in the question. Any calls in area is to be deducted and forfeited shares are to be added. What are these? I'll discuss in the examples. Thank you. Have a nice day.